Hello students, in this lecture video I'll be discussing about generation and conductance of nerve impulse. So let's understand first of all that neurons or the nerve cells are excitable cells. They will be excited on receival of a signal or stimulus which will then generate an impulse. So the membranes of a neuron are in a polarized state. Why we are saying polarized state? Because there is presence of ion channels. Now, the neural membrane has these ion channels which are selectively permeable, means they will only allow certain ions to enter and exit. Now, let us talk about the resting state of these neurons. When a nerve cell is not conducting any impulse, then the membrane of the axon is more permeable to potassium ions. It is not permeable to sodium as well as not permeable to negative charges, which can be the negatively charged proteins in the exoplasm. So there are two things. Suppose this is the axon, okay? So this is the axonal membrane, and inside the cytoplasm of axon is called as exoplasm. So the permeability of sodium and potassium is different in the membrane as well as inside the exoplasm. So understand once more, the membrane is more permeable to potassium and not permeable to sodium and negatively charged proteins. Now let us see in the exoplasm what is there. There is high concentration of potassium ions as well as negatively charged proteins. So there is a concentration gradient because outside sodium is more and inside means potassium is more and negative charges are more. So there is a concentration gradient and there is one sodium potassium pump through which active transport takes place. Now what happens in this? 3 sodium ions move outwards and 2 potassium move inwards. So you can see clearly that if 3 sodium are outward means outside little or slightly positive charge will be there, and inside because negatively charged proteins are there and potassium is there, so negative charge will be there partially. So this is referred to as polarized axonal membrane during resting stage. The potential difference in the membrane is referred to as resting potential. Now let us look at how the impulse is generated. Suppose at this point the stimulus is there or signal is received by the membrane. What happens? There is a reversal of permeability. There this becomes permeable to sodium ions. So there will be rapid influx of sodium. Now imagine if rapid influx of sodium is there, the sodium ions will be more inside. So at a particular site where stimulus is received, there will be a reversal of charge. Means positive charges are there outside and negative inside. But where the stimulus is received, their sodium ions are coming inside. That is, the positive charges are there inside and outside becomes slightly negative. So see how this is generation of impulse, how the conductance of impulse will happen. Firstly, at this point, this membrane is called as depolarized membrane and the potential difference is referred to as action potential or the nerve impulse. Now look at the transmission of the impulse, how it will be conducted. From positive to negative, so from B to A and here from A to B. So like this is keep on happening and the impulse is conducted through the axonal membrane and the exoplasm. Another important concept is that this rise in stimulus induced permeability to sodium. Why we are calling stimulus induced permeability? Because when the stimulus is there at a particular site, only at that site the permeability to sodium will increase. That is very short-lived. This is quickly followed by increase in potassium permeability. So why this is there? So that the resting potential is restored and the nerve fiber becomes once more responsive to further stimulus, and then like this the conduction of and generation of nerve impulses is carried out.